It's Valentine's Day, that special time of year where people in relationships express their affection, and the people not in relationships look at them and think,
why should they be happy?
if you are in a relationship or not, you can at the very least look at the people on our list and say, at least I'm not those people. So enough stalling. Let's get into our Valentine's Day special, the top 5 best dark romance movies. Let the right one in. Oscar is a young boy who is constantly bullied at school, but as chance would have it, he meets a mysterious young girl named Ellie. They both have a fascination with death, as Oscar wants to kill, and Ellie needs to kill. Most of you are thinking, why would I put this on a romance film list? Well, it's simple. What is the most simple kind of love? The love between two kids. The unsure nature of becoming adults, as well as the discovery of yourselves, is perfectly captured by the two young leads, who have an amazing chemistry. They act like actual preteens going through emotional struggles of self-identity. This is also, in my opinion, one of the best vampire films in the past 20 years. As for the remake, it just doesn't work as well because the whole movie revolves around the lead's chemistry, but this one has it in spades. The remake doesn't. Spring. Evan has lost his mother to cancer, lost his job, and needs a vacation, deciding to travel to Italy. There, he meets a very flirty girl named Louise. To spend more time with her, he starts working at a local farm. But Louise is not who or what she seems. The concept of love between man and beast is not something new. Heck, Shape of Water just won Best Picture last year as an example. What I do like about this movie that makes the concept seem fresh is there are no real definitive answers. You're not really sure what the creature is in the film. The tightrope of uncomfortable and heartwarming is handled like a master, which is all the more surprising considering the directors are first-timers. Also, little tidbit, anyone currently watching The Walking Dead might recognize Nadia Hilker as Magna in the show. She's a new cast member who just joined season 9. And she does an outstanding job as Louise, balancing cautious, flirtatious, threatening, beastly, and beautiful amazingly well. Low. Justin's girlfriend is missing, taken away by a demon, and in order to get her back, he uses a book to summon a crippled demon named Low from the depths of hell. Low will only help Justin if it can know about her. He uses his memories to reenact scenes from them meeting to her disappearance, revealing more than Justin could have bargained for. Justin must prove he truly loves April, all while fighting off dark imagery and being stuck inside a pentagram to protect him from Low, as well as his own doubts. Many of you have probably never even heard of this film, but believe me when I say it is well worth your time. It feels like a play or performance from some of the stilted dialogue that's intentionally written that way, so that way you feel like you are watching a terrible play, to the practical effects, to things as simple as just the setting. It's easy to follow, and the ending is such a gut punch. But I won't spoil that for you. True romance. Clarence Worley is a pop culture nut who's obsessed with Elvis Presley. He meets a beautiful girl named Alabama at a movie theater showing old kung fu films. After they spend one night together, Alabama confesses to being a call girl, hired from Clarence's boss to show him one fun night of thrills, though what neither of them expected was to fall in love with each other. They immediately get married, but now must take down her neurotic pimp Drexel, fight off and escape the Sicilian mafia and the police, all for happiness and true romance. Even though this was only written by Tarantino, this has his style all over it. The great cast with a surprisingly good Christian Slater, alongside Christopher Walken, Dennis Hopper, Patricia Arquette, and the show-stealing Gary Oldman as Drexel. This is not just a great film to watch on Valentine's Day, but any day. The Crow. Eric Draven returns from the dead after he was murdered 1 year prior, with the supernatural Crow being his guide. He is out for revenge on the gang who raped and killed his fiancée Shelley. Seeing all of the pain and feeling all that she went through, he uses as his driving force to end the lives of those who took away his life, but more importantly, his love. How could I not put this at number 1? It practically screams love. Yes, it's an action film with great cinematography, lighting, setting, effects, cast, soundtrack, but Brandon Lee, just wow. When you hear people talk about how good he was, this is why. His pain, his vulnerability, his likability are all so perfect together. He just oozes charisma and just makes you as an audience member feel with him, fall with him, rise with him, fight with him. It's something that I can't really describe unless you've seen the film. And with Brandon Lee's demise in the making of the film, it makes it all the more tragic that we won't see a performance like this again for a long, long time. It's also the reason so many people are so adamant on not remaking this film. They've tried sequelizing it, turning it into a television series, but they can't capture what the first one did. What made the first one so special was that the love and the passion was there. It wasn't just a character, it was actual love for something that we as an audience represented towards the film. And we still do over 20 years later. And ultimately, this film captures the concept of love and tragedy so well that the only way I can end this list is by the end line of the film.
If the people we love are stolen from us, the way to have them live on is to never stop loving them. Buildings burn, people die, but real love is forever.